Hi everybody, it's Mary here for Tip Time Thursday. I'm drinking a cup of coffee. Sit down, have a cup of coffee with me, and we'll share some tips. So, truthfully and honestly, these two tips that I'm going to share with you today were not my favorite tips. I was really resistant to them. I didn't like them. But over the last couple of weeks, I have come to decide that these two tips are really good tips, and I kind of like them. And the first one comes to you from, they both come to you from the Fly Lady, which means finally loving yourself. She has a book out that I have not read the whole thing. I've only read bits and pieces of it. But her very first baby step that you take is a process called shining the sink. And the process of shining the sink is you take your sink and you fill it totally up to almost the rim with hot water. Depending on what size your sink is, you put in an amount of bleach and you let the sink just sit there and bleach for an hour. Then you empty the sink, you scrub it with some scouring powder. I use baking soda. And then you dry the sink and you shine it. I use Windex. You can use whatever you want to shine it. And that's her shining the sink process. And being from California, first of all, it takes a lot of water to fill both sides of my sink up to almost the brim. So that part was hard for me because California, we're so water conscious. We don't want to waste a lot of water. So that one was hard for me. And I really didn't think the bleach thing did any good sitting there for an hour. I don't know if it's because I have a composite sink or what. My favorite way to clean my composite sink is to just make a paste out of baking soda and liquid dishwashing cleaner, and that works really good on my sink. So anyway, I wasn't too crazy about her cleaning methods, but what happened after I did that shine the sink method or ritual was I totally broke my habit of leaving dirty dishes in the sink. I just can't do it anymore. My sink, sorry, it's hard to say, was all shined and beautiful, and I didn't want to put any dirty dishes in there. So I got myself this little scrubber, and now instead of putting them in the sink, I rinse them, scrub them, throw them in the dishwasher. Easy peasy. I never have dirty dishes in my sink anymore, so I was cured of that bad habit. So in that sense, I really like her first baby step of doing that, shining your sink. I don't know if that's why she does that, because it creates a habit or what, but I liked it. So her next tip was about every morning swishing the toilet bowl. You know how we all keep those toilet bowl cleaners next to our toilet. And she wanted you every morning to like make a rule that you were going to swish the toilet bowl. And I was resistant to this because, again, I don't like rules. I don't live in a small house. I live by myself. I understand if you're raising like 5 little kids, you have to make these rules and schedules because kids like structures. And if you don't set rules and schedules, your house is like chaos with little kids. But my son is grown up. He's a grown man and he doesn't live with me anymore. So I don't have to do that anymore. But anyway, it just so happens the last time I cleaned my toilet, I left the toilet bowl cleaner sitting right there next to my tank. So every day this week before I left for work, I've been squirting in like a tiny little drop and swirling for 30 seconds. And you know what? We have hard water here where I live. And usually by the end of the week, I have these little marks in my toilet bowl that I have to clean off on the weekends because I don't like them. But this week, I've been taking 30 seconds to swish every morning, and I don't have those marks. So I don't have to take any time this weekend to clean off the swishes, clean off the hard water marks or whatever. So anyway, both of her tips turned out to be something that over time, I really decided were good tips. I liked them. So thanks for joining me for Tip Time. And now, just to mention, if you live in the Ventura County area, around Port Hueneme, Ventura, Oxnard, wherever you are, September 30th is the Banana Festival. And it didn't work out this year that I could get a booth, I'm sorry about that, but I am going to be there because my nephew's band, Decadent Decades, is playing at the Banana Festival again for the second year in a row from 1:30 to 5, and I am going to be there. I'll probably have a Pohu Local shirt on. So if you're seeing this video or if you're subscribing to my weekly updates, you'll see this and you'll know the secret saying is going to be Pohu Local. So if I meet you and you say that to me, I'm going to have some shirts with me, and you might just get a free shirt. And I'm not bringing 500 shirts with me, so even if there is 500 of you out there, I can't give 500 shirts away. But to a few of you who come up to me and say Pohu Local, you might get a free shirt. So I'd like to meet you. Come to the Banana Festival. It's really cool. It's really fun. Wear a hat because it's in the sun. And I'll see you there. Bye.